Welcome to this picture descriptions lesson. Today's topic is food. Everyone loves food. Let's look at 3 different pictures. I'm going to describe each picture to you, and we're going to pick out some useful words or expressions from each description. I'm going to explain each one in a bit more detail so that you can understand it and use it in your spoken or written English. Now let's have a look at the first picture. Here is a cheeseburger and fries, an American classic. This type of food is known the world over, largely thanks to fast food restaurants such as McDonald's and Burger King. However, the burger in this picture looks more like a good quality homemade burger rather than a burger from a fast food restaurant. The patty looks succulent, and the bun, which is embellished with poppy seeds, looks fresh. The toppings in this burger include a slice of tomato, onions, lettuce, and mayonnaise. The meal of a cheeseburger and fries is an American classic. Let's look at this expression first. We can add any nationality we like. We can say an Indian classic, a British classic, or a French classic. So for example, let's look at another type of food. Let's look at lasagna. Lasagna is an Italian classic. It means it's a typical and famous Italian food. Now, we don't have to always talk about food. It could be cars. For example, the Bentley is a British classic. This is a famous car from Britain. So use this expression, a something classic, to say this thing is a particular thing that's famous in this country. Now, the cheeseburger is known the world over. This is an interesting expression we're going to look at next. When something is known the world over, it means everyone knows it. Everyone in every single country in the world knows this. They've heard about it. So let's think of some famous pop stars. Ed Sheeran is known the world over. He's one of the most famous musicians in the world right now. A long time ago, let's say it was in the early 2000s, Britney Spears was known the world over. So use this expression when something is known in every single country by every single person around the world. Now, the patty in the picture looks succulent. This is a really good word to describe food, especially meat. When we describe meat as succulent, it means it looks really juicy and tasty. It looks soft, and it looks like you just want to bite into it. You want to eat it right now. So we often describe meat as succulent. The burger bun in this picture is embellished with poppy seeds. Now, when we embellish something with something else, we add it to make it look prettier or nicer or more artistic. So imagine we have a plain cake. It's a white cake. Now, if we just left it like that, it might look a bit boring. It might taste really good, but the cake looks a bit boring. It's plain white. It's not very appealing to look at. So very often we embellish it with something. So what could we embellish the cake with? We could embellish it with cherries. We could embellish it with a bit of chocolate on top. We could embellish it with some strawberries. So when you embellish something, you improve the final look. You make it look just a bit better by adding something else. Now let's look at picture number 2. This is a scrumptious looking pizza with a wide variety of toppings, including black olives, broccoli, mushrooms, tomatoes, peppers, and of course, cheese. There is no meat on this pizza, which means it's vegetarian. It has a thin crust and base, making it look more like an Italian pizza rather than an American-style pizza. The olives have a beautiful luster to them, and all the ingredients look freshly prepared. This pizza looks absolutely scrumptious. We use the word scrumptious when we talk about food. We mean it looks delicious. It means we want to eat it right now. So if something is really delicious, it looks amazing, you can use the word scrumptious. It's an adjective to describe food that looks really, really delicious. This pizza has a wide variety of toppings. If something has a wide variety, it means it has lots and lots of something. So it has a wide variety of toppings. It means it has many toppings and they're all different. They're all different colors, different shapes, different flavors. If we go to a city, we might say, oh, this city is incredible. It has a wide variety of architecture. That means the buildings all look different. They're not the same. There's different styles. There's modern, there's classic, and so on. So this city has a wide variety of incredible architecture. If you look at the picture, you can see that the black olives are quite shiny. They have a beautiful sheen to them. Well, this is a luster. The black olives have a beautiful luster to them. When something is shiny and looks very good, you can say, wow, that thing has a luster. For example, someone's hair. If someone has very long hair and it's very healthy, they look after it well, it looks very, very good and shiny, you can say, wow, your hair has an amazing luster to it. It's shiny, it's healthy, and it looks really, really good. Now it's time for dessert. Let's look at picture number 3. Now it's time for an indulgent dessert. Here we have a chocolate brownie topped with a large scoop of ice cream and drizzled with chocolate sauce. To finish it off, there is a cherry on top. This dessert is beautifully presented on a slab of tree trunk. This food looks extremely calorific, but once in a while, it's good to treat yourself. This is an extremely indulgent dessert. Indulgent is used to describe something that is not very good for you, but we do it anyway. So we know that this big dessert full of calories, full of sugar, is not very good for our health, but we indulge in it anyway. So it's a very indulgent dessert. We know it's bad for us, but we're going to eat it anyway. So this dessert is a chocolate brownie with a scoop of ice cream and some chocolate sauce drizzled over that. And then, finally, there's a cherry on top. So we can say, to finish it off, there's a cherry on top. Now we use this expression when we want to say, this is the final thing, this is the final piece that we are placing on this object, or in this case, this food. So let's say we are building a tall skyscraper. The skyscraper is complete except for one last thing. On top, we're going to add a big spire, a big, beautiful finish on top. So we can say the skyscraper is finished, it looks amazing, it's gleaming, it's really, really tall. And to finish it off, we're going to add a spire on top, which will make it look spectacular. So I've used the expression to finish it off because it's the final piece and it will make it look very special. Now this dessert is extremely calorific. If something is calorific, it's full of calories. This means it's quite fattening. An indulgent dessert like this is extremely calorific, so it's very high in calories. How many calories? Well, we can guess maybe 600, 700, maybe even 1,000 calories. So it's very, very calorific. But of course, once in a while, it's good to treat yourself. When we do something once in a while, it means we do it occasionally. We don't do it very often, like every day or every week. We do it once every couple of weeks or once a month. So once in a while, it's good to treat yourself with something indulgent, like a big dessert. Or once in a while, it's good to have some fast food. Not every day, but occasionally. Once in a while, it's fine. I hope this lesson was helpful for you. Let me know if you have any questions by leaving a comment below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the thumbs up button, and watch the rest of my videos right here on English Vids. I'll see you in the next video.